AI should not replace our thinking. Their past social media posts are haunting them today. Too good to be true job offers that when you see it, you will run for your life. As a new immigrant to Canada almost 4 years ago, I kept wondering why no employer was giving me a chance for interview. After submitting several job applications until I fixed some mistakes. And guess what? A month later, I was able to get 3 different job offers. So if you happen to be going through the same experience as I did, you would need this video. Today, I'll be talking about 10 mistakes that are preventing you from getting a job interview in Canada. The first thing is not tailoring your resume to the exact job description. Imagine you see a job opening for customer service, you see another one for administrative assistant, you see another one for banking officer, and you are making use of the same resume. When I started applying to jobs, I made this mistake, and I would just only change the job role. I won't touch the experience, I won't touch the skills. And you know, the sad thing is that I wasn't even given a chance to prove myself because the interviewers were not even calling me for the first stage of interview. The only interviews that I was called for at that time, you know those job interviews that you go for, from the entrance, you would know that you've been scammed. Too good to be true job offers that when you see it, you will run for your life. There was even one particular one that I was called for and it was very far from the house. I can't count the number of hours that I used to trek, aside from taking a bus, taking a train at that time. And upon everything, I already knew they weren't going to give me that job. The second one is not reading the requirements properly. Imagine you taking enough time setting up a resume for a job and you did not read the description. Each organization has the skills they are looking for. Each organization has the experience or certifications that they are looking for. I've seen some organizations that ask for information such as how many hours you spent at your previous place of work. And I would say this was even a little tricky for me because back in Nigeria, yes, you have an official time, but it's not like official. You will say you're closing by 4, but you're still working till like 6, 7 p.m. Some companies would even ask if it is part-time or full-time. Some will require you attaching necessary information such as your work evaluation. So you need to check the requirements. Third is being overqualified for the role. I've also been a victim of this. I'm not saying that it is a crime to have like BSc, MSc, PhD, but you need to know what they are looking for. Imagine you seeing a role that is specified that the qualification they need is a diploma, and you are bringing your MSc and PhD. Most of the time, they won't call you for an interview. And even if they do, the chances might be lower in you getting the job. Or a situation whereby they're asking for job experience and they're saying 1 year experience. And in your resume, what you are putting there is 10 years experience, 15 years experience. Imagine someone that is going to be your future supervisor only as a diploma and you have masters. That's why I'm saying that you have different resumes. This resume, okay, this one is masters they need, let me do this one. Okay, this one is BSc they need, oh yeah, let me do this one. Oh, I have a diploma, let me use it for this. Not attaching a cover letter or just attaching a shabby one. Unless it is specifically mentioned that the cover letter is not required. Every job you apply for must have the cover letter because it is as important as the resume itself. I would liken someone not attaching cover letter to their resume as someone that is trying to pour water into a basket. I see your cover letter as your first impression and it is the highlight of the resume. You know, just like when I post a YouTube video, I would make a snippet of that video so that people will go and watch the main video. Some interviewers have judged you. I can't take this person. See how this cover letter is. Even before checking your resume. Even if your resume is not as good as you want it to be, that cover letter is like you advertising yourself that, oh, I am capable. Another thing is not proofreading your resume before hitting the save button. See, experience is the best teacher. There was a time that I applied for a job, a fantastic job, only for me to realize that I forgot to change the job role. For example, maybe you are applying for sales officer, but on the resume, it's showing customer service officer. Another situation where I wrote in my cover letter that I was applying to one company, I put the name of the company I was applying to, but at the bottom, I put the name of the previous company I had applied to. Please don't make this mistake. Ensure you proofread. Yes, sometimes when you are the one applying for the job, you might be carried away or you're exhausted and you're unable to proofread 100%. You can send it to somebody that is close to you. If you are married, you can show it to your spouse, or you can send it to your friends. Ensure that you have accountability partner that will also be able to check this for you. For those using AI solely for their applications, we need to talk. Oh. See, I also use AI a lot. AI is the new normal. Everybody uses it. But you're just doing copy and paste. You are not even editing. You are not doing anything. AI should not replace our thinking. AI should not replace our reasoning. It should only assist us at times when you are thinking of a word to use, a vocabulary that you might not remember. And even if probably you are having brain block and you're unable to do anything without the AI, at least you would modify these things. What you don't know is that most of these people that you are sending applications to, they have these things that they used to check. So imagine everybody decides to use AI and you all generated the same resume and you submitted. Don't you think that the person that decided to use their own brain would be the one they will call that, okay, this person can think outside the box? Because the truth is that most of the time, people that make use of AI solely for their resumes, when they ask them questions during the interview, they're unable to say anything because they cannot even remember what they wrote. And even if they are trying to cram it, how much do you want to cram before an interview? Now, some apply to few jobs and just give up. Let me tell you something. People that have applied to jobs will be able to relate to this. Most of the time, the good job, that job that some people are doing, they are the ones that they almost did not apply to. You hear stories of people saying that, you see that job, I cannot even remember the resume that I used for it. I just said, I'm already there, let me just apply to this job. And that's the job they will get. That's the job that they would now enjoy. When you're applying to a job, always apply to it like as if this job, this is the one I'm going to get. Every other one, I'm not sure if I'm going to get them, but this one, I'm going to get it. I know I said I had 3 job offers at that time. Do you know how many jobs I applied to? For you to have 3 jobs, you have to go through interviews, sometimes first to third stage. And there are lots of times that you get to the final stage and they'll say, oh, we regret to inform you. So the more the better. If you know you're actively looking for a job, you tell yourself, if it is only one job I want to be applying to every day, if I have to spend 1 hour, don't give up. Your social media posts are preventing you from being called for an interview. Some people normally post on social media like as if there's no tomorrow. Some people that even thought that they were unbreakable or shakeable, their past social media posts are haunting them today. Some people will talk bad about their previous employers, talk bad about their previous country. They will even talk bad about the country in which they are. Everything they do is always filled with negativity, bullying people. And some of them will say, I don't care. If you know that you want to be called for an interview, go and check your social media history. See, and I'm also talking to myself. That's why I normally ensure that if I want to post a content, I will tell myself, will I still be proud of this thing I'm posting 5 years to come? Especially that Twitter. That Twitter is something else. Me, I'm very scared of Twitter. I don't even use it. What is it called? I think it's called X now. I don't use it though because the way people bully each other there. And so people, they will have forgotten that people already have receipts of them. They will just come and be applying for job and you'll just be wondering, you know that you've been blacklisted. Shy away from this. So now, to not asking questions from people who have experienced this and have gotten good jobs. No one is an island of knowledge. There are lots of people that I myself have asked questions from how to develop my resume. We are all learning every day. I know that some people would want to hold information, but I tell myself that the sky is big enough for everyone to fly. I can't count the number of people that have sent my resume template to. Okay, you need this, you need that. And I'm usually so happy when they tell me, oh, I got the job, I appreciate this. And it makes me feel on top of the world. So please ask questions from people. I know that some people might not want to help, but some people are ready to help you. They're ready to guide you, especially if it is through that same path that you're applying to. Even if it is not the same role that you're applying to that they have, they will still be able to give you a template. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are sending you their exact resume. I'm not perfect, but I'm thankful that I'm able to help people in the little way I can. The final thing is that your job experience and qualification does not match the job you're applying to. I did pro version one time on LinkedIn and I found out that there is a way to show, okay, 30% matches this and that based on what they are requiring. ensure that you confirm that it matches. Don't just say, I will apply, even though it does not match. Imagine a situation, a very good example is you see a job that they specify that they want someone that is bilingual. You know in your mind that according to the official languages, you are monolingual. Yes, I understand Yoruba, but Yoruba is not an official language here. It means I'm monolingual based on their official languages here in Canada, which is French and English. I don't understand French. I only know the basics and it is not enough for me to use it to get a job. So ensure that you check it very well and confirm so that you not waste your time. Imagine spending hours applying for a job that you already know that you don't meet with the qualifications. Please, so that you can be able to save your time, yourself a lot of stress and disappointment. Because see, that thing normally pains you. Anytime you just see receive regret mail, we regret to inform you, regret to inform you after a lot of consideration with this and that and that. That thing it hurts a lot. So I would say so that you will reduce that hurt, just apply to jobs that you know that okay, even if it's not 100% in line with your experience and qualification, at least it is more than 70%. The Canadian job market is very competitive at the moment. But that doesn't mean that it is impossible for you to get a job interview or a job offer, because people are getting several job offers every single day. As long as some of these mistakes that I mentioned are eliminated, you will stand higher chances of getting a job. If you learned a thing or two, please share with those who might need it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.